Greetings, welcome to a tutorial on how to create media going back and forth between your Mac and your iOS device. And I'm going to be working off my phone. I'm using Reflector 2 so you can see my phone. And I've got my Mac with like 10.4 or 10.5, I can't remember. And then iOS 8.4 on my phone. So you got to have the latest and greatest pretty much in order for some of these things to work right. Nice features with the latest OS 10. You've got the access to iCloud Drive, AirDrop between your device and your Mac, which is really going to come in handy. And so down below here I've got my digital camera SD card that I had imported. This weekend I took my daughter to work on her diving skills, and so I had this underwater camera. A lot of fun, crazy fun to use. Boom, nailed it like a boss. I want to get that from my computer onto my phone, and a couple different ways you could do that is if you're on the same wireless and you've got Bluetooth enabled, you can go to share and go to AirDrop, and that's certainly fine. Another quick way to do that is if you've got signed into iCloud Drive, or if your students have got signed into iCloud Drive, simply drag this and drop it into iCloud Drive. And I've already done that because it takes a little bit for it to transfer over, but here it is. And then I'm able to use that in iMovie for my iPhone. Now, if you've not used iMovie for the iPhone or iOS, it is crazy fun to use, super simple. Let me turn this sideways. Let's go into Entertainment and iMovie. And you can create several projects. Last year, my daughter created the old, Flat Stanley. There's Flat Anna, and basically, where the Flat Stanley character is the kid, and they go travel with someone else. And so she did a project with my brother out in Washington D.C. Very cool. Here, I created this Anna at the pool. 30-second clip, super easy. One of the biggest reasons I want to highlight this is that it also showcases the ability to use other people's material once you have permission, and how to use copyrighted material through Creative Commons. And so this is going to be a great lesson for that. So I'm going to click on this edit button that was in the middle of that. And here I've got a text file, and oops, shorten that up. Anna Jane at the pool. And so how do you add all these clips in here? Now I took that video clip and I put it in. I'm going to click over here on this import button, and it has recently added, favorites, iMovie Media. I'm going to click on this iCloud Drive. Now I use my thumb to do that, not the mouse. And so here I can see, here's this video right here that I put out in the cloud, and I'm able to retrieve it from the cloud right back onto my device. So here it's downloading from iCloud. It's going to import that into my project, and then it asks what part of it do I want to use. And depending upon how long it takes, through the miracles of modern television, we're going to actually skip this part, unless it takes an egregiously long time. But once I have that in here, I'm going to see it would show up in my recently added. And so here I'm able to take clips, and I can using my thumb or finger, I basically shorten the edges and find this trimmed clip to what I want. And I usually like to take 2, 3, maybe no more than 4-second clips typically. And you can take the audio from there, which I believe is this. You can do picture-in-picture, split clips. There's all sorts of cool things you can do. And you just drop it in here. If I want to see a preview of it, it creates a mini preview, which is absolutely incredible. And so, let's see, I don't want to highlight that portion of it. I want to get where she's actually diving and getting the stick. There might be a little bit of lag. Let's play that. Check it out. And I drop that in. The nice thing is I can click on this, I can move it around, I can delete it out. You can see the little puff of smoke there. I'm going to put it right into here. And there you go. And so once I've got all these transitions, you can put all sorts of transitions in here. It automatically puts those in for me. I can change the theme. Up here in the upper right, I've got this little gearbox. There's all sorts of project filters. I don't do a lot of filters. I just like it to look normal. So, but the themes, they've got, bright, playful, neon, travel. A lot of cool things you could do with this. So, fade in from black, fade out to black, speed changes pitch, and theme music. I don't want theme music. I've got all the settings I really need. And so the next part is importing audio. Now let's go back. I'm going to put this off to the side for now. Oops. That's pretty cool. And let's go to Safari. And I went to creativecommons.org. Creative Commons is an excellent tool to use to make sure that you're getting items from the public domain. I'm going to click on Licenses, and I'm going to find licensed content. I'll click on that. And the next thing, here I go into SoundCloud. I'm going to click on this. Actually, I'm going to click on what I want to find. And so I want to find something that I can use to modify, adapt, or build upon. I really don't need it for commercial purposes because this is school. So, or if you're working on a personal project. And so I wanted to find some kind of music. In all of this is public domain items, things that have already been labeled as such by the artist. Whether it be a music or image or video artist. And so in here you can look for images from all sorts of different places, music, videos. I'm going to look on SoundCloud, and so I want to find something fun. Look up SoundCloud. If you've not used SoundCloud before, I highly recommend it. You can sign in with a Facebook account. Sign in with my Facebook account. Let's see. We'll get to that part later. If I go into something fun, playlist, people groups, all sorts of music that you can check out, and ones that you can download that you're able to use in the public domain, it'll have this download button on here. And fun in a bottle. I don't want to know. The one I looked up was, I searched for Josh Woodward was an artist that I found that puts his items out in the public domain. And eventually, I did a little more research, and I actually went to joshwoodward.com. Let's click on that. Pretty neat. So I was able to actually skip SoundCloud altogether, although I was able to pull content from there. This guy lets you use every song for whatever you want, for any purpose. There are some caveats to that, though. And so you can purchase his music if you want. You can actually get it from the iTunes store. But yes, you can freely download, share, and use all 200 of his songs. And so if you want higher quality, you can buy like a $40 pack of all 200 songs or whatever. And then they also have like instrumentals. Here I chose the song Crazy Glue, and when I clicked on that, turn it on mute, and I clicked on instrumental mix, it asks for my email address. So I put that in. And I hit OK. And boom, I had the instrumental song free of charge. If I go down here though, I'm going to close this out from iTunes. Things that you and students need to be aware of. This work is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution License. If you don't know what that is, you need to click on this. And it says Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 International. You are able to share, copy, redistribute the material in any medium or format. You can adapt it by remixing it, transforming it, and building upon the material for any purpose, even commercially. So, when you find material like that, that's great. You don't have to pay for it. The terms are that you must give appropriate credit. So I'm going to give credit to the artist, and I'm going to provide a link to the license, and I'm going to indicate if changes were made. So you may do so in any reasonable manner, but not in any way that suggests the licensor endorses you or your use. There's no additional restrictions, so pretty open. Not all music is like that, but this makes it really easy to use for personal projects, even commercial projects. And so let's go back to my iPhone. I've taken that song originally and found it in my downloads folder. So here's this Crazy Glue song, and I've already downloaded it once. If I go to my share, I can airdrop it right to my phone, or I can put it out in my iCloud drive. Very easy to do. I click and drag it. Much like I took the clip from before, the video clip you're able to, I would be able to go click on audio, and if I find my iCloud drive down here, click on that. Now it might not show up yet because it takes a little bit for it to transfer over. But thanks to the miracles of modern television, I've already got this pre-baked video done, and I had dragged this audio file in. And because it chops the music to what I need it to, I can have it fade in and out if I double tap on this. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Hit the fade button. So I have to click on the sound icon. Click on fade, and it will fade it out. Just like that. So very cool. Now let's take a look at the attribution. Over here I've got, at the end I've got song, Crazy Glue, copyright Josh Woodward at joshwoodward.com. That's where I found it. I've got the music licensed under Creative Commons, Attribution 4.0, and very simply, I've got the link right to the license right there. If I'm posting it online, like in YouTube or whatnot, I can also add those in the comment section for that. So, very simply put, that's how you are able to use material, and typically, if you ask the artist, sometimes they will just let you. There's an artist by the name of Frances England, and she writes a lot of children's songs. And there's a personal project that I'm currently working on that I just reached out to her. I emailed her and said, hey, I don't know who does your music licensing, but I would like to license a copy for a personal project. She wrote back, she says, there's no need to. I license my own music. I don't go through any other facility like BMI or anything like that. So you can use the song however you'd like, and just please, send me a copy of the video when you're done. And so, very simply, if you ask sometimes for permission to use items, you will get them. And so, or use copyrighted material properly that has been licensed accordingly. So thanks for watching. That concludes this portion of this video, and I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.